I'm turning 22 today. I sure am. And I don't have any significant plans today. One thing that I do want to do is to bake my own cake. I've always wanted to bake my own cake, and I have baked my own cake before, but to be honest, it was kind of rough. So now I'm here, 22, ready to redeem myself. My inspiration for this cake is kind of like a chocolate cake, a nice fudgy chocolate cake, but with the vanilla like cream. And the decoration, my favorite part, it's gonna be like a white base and with like cute little red hearts all around it. Of course, I'm not following a recipe from my head. I don't have cake recipes on the top of my head like that. Following this recipe I found online on Pinterest. First, I have to preheat the oven, but our oven broke. So I'm gonna be using an air fryer to bake my cake. Hopefully the same, it should be fine, right? I've seen people like bake chicken in an air fryer, so I don't see why it would be any different. Okay, it's preheating. I feel like, how much flour do I put? I feel like as I've gotten older, birthdays just haven't been the same. I don't know why as a kid, birthdays always felt so magical and like special and exciting, but it just hasn't felt that way in a really, really long time. I feel like this is a lot of flour for a mini cake. I just realized something. It's not half a cup. It's 2/3 of a cup. Oh my gosh, bro! I'm already fumbling the bag. I don't remember when was the last time. I think it was like my 5th or 6th grade or 7th grade birthday party. My mom didn't organize it. It was all me. I organized it, and it was so bad. It was so bad. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to entertain people, and I knew it was bad because I don't know if it was during the party or after the party. I remember going on Snapchat and I saw a girl and she posted on her story during my birthday party, snap back, I'm bored. During my birthday party, guys. And I think that's when I was like, yeah, I'm never doing that ever again. So I think the last time I probably had like a birthday party with a bunch of people and the whole shebang, it was around like the 5th or 7th or 6th grade, around that time. Now I have to add the cocoa powder. And so yeah, because of that situation, like birthdays was just like not something for me to look forward to. It was kind of like just a regular day. And yeah, as I've gotten older, yeah, my friend group has gotten smaller. But it's like I'm trying to find the value in that, in the simplicity and just the condensation of my life. And it's weird because I'm 22, like I'm not that old, but I feel like even though I'm really thankful to get older, to have another year of age, like thank God has given me life and health, I feel like I'm not where I want to be in my life, you know? And I mean, every 20-year-old, every person in their 20s feels the same way. And now I have to whisk it. This year is significant. This year is a bit more different than the other years because 22 marks the end of like me, you know, being done with university. I'm gonna be finishing school this year. I'm gonna be working full time in my job, my 9-to-5 job. I'll actually like be a solidified adult, it feels like. So now I have to mix all the wet ingredients. So let's start with vegetable oil. I do not have vegetable oil, so we're gonna use some olive oil. Mom, please don't be mad at me. I'm not gonna use a lot. Calm down. I did celebrate my birthday though. On Sunday, I went roller skating. It was my first time ever going roller skating. Pretty proud of myself. Fortunately, I didn't take any videos. I was going to, but then the rink didn't allow any videos. But then my friend ended up taking some videos, so I was like, I guess I could have just snuck it in, but I don't know. I just didn't do it. I fell multiple times. Very embarrassing. And it was really nice. It was really fun spending time with my friends and the people that are closest to me. I think that around my birthday sometimes it could just be so easy to like focus on what I don't have and how far I am from where I want to be. And this year I'm trying to think about all the things I do have and how far I've come, and I'm trying to be grateful and to not be so sulky and sad. Okay. Vanilla milk, but I don't have any whole milk. I only have almond milk, so hopefully that will do the same thing. Today I went to Loblaws to get some ingredients for the cake because I was missing butter and I was missing heavy cream for the frosting. I don't know, I just had this moment of reflection. Because I used to work at Loblaws and it just made me think like 2 years ago, I've grown so much. I'm so thankful for how far God has taken me because when I used to work at Loblaws, it was a really rough time in my life. Like, I had no friends, I had just given my life to Christ. Beginning of my walk, very, very baby Christian. I had no community. I felt so alone. Now, 2 years later, like, I'm just like, God, wow, you really did your one with that. You really ate with that one. Because He has blessed me with so many people and given me more than I can ever think or ask of or imagine. And I'm only 22. And I'm only 22 feels crazy. Oh my God. So now I have to pour the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients. No, don't lick it. That's raw eggs. And 22 feels like such an official age. Like, I don't know, like, look at me. Turning 22. Who told me to turn 22? I know some people are scared of aging. Some people are like, oh my gosh, 22. But I just can't wait to like grow up and to keep growing up and to keep maturing and to just be, established in all the things that I want to do. Like, I feel like in your 20s, it's such a, and like, look at me talking in my 20s. Like, I just turned in my 20s. Like, oh my gosh, I'm so annoying. Anyways, but I'm not annoying. I'm not annoying. Don't talk bad about yourself. And I feel like this is such a time of process where you're kind of like in the in-between of life, in between figuring out, in between of knowing what you want to do, who you want to be, knowing the things that you want to accomplish. I know some people say this is like your best years and like sets the foundation for your life in the future, and I understand that, and I think to some extent that's true, but I think like no matter where you are in life, you can always start over. Like, even if you messed up your 20s, you have your 30s and your 40s. Like, I don't know, I just never think it's the end of the world. So that's why, even though your 20s are like this formative years of your life and you're kind of building up this foundation of who you're going to be and all these different things, I'm not putting so much pressure on myself because I know that I can always start over and I can always pivot and I can always like do more things with my life. Like, I personally, I don't know, I'm so excited to be 30 because I always hear people say like your 30s are the best. That's when like everything will make sense. So, but let's think about now. Let's be focused right now. I don't know if I'm going to show you guys. It looks good. I went out for coffee with a friend the other day and like last week, and she asked me what were my goals for 2020 for 22, right? Like, what am I looking forward to? What are my goals for this new year of age? And I didn't know what to say because I was like, what are my goals? I don't know, like just being close to the Lord. Like, I don't know. My cat, look at my cat. Do y'all see him? Oh my gosh, get off. I feel like these past few weeks, like especially like the beginning of this year, it just hasn't started the way that I expected at all. And I feel like because I've been so trying to get through the weeks and the days and just trying to focus on like getting through the day, paying my bills for the day, I just haven't had the time to really sit down with myself and think about what are my goals for 22? What are my dreams? What are my aspirations? And I know I have them. I just haven't really made plans for them. And I want to change that. I really want to change that. Right now I'm greasing the pan if you can't tell. I really want to change that. And I have. And I think after that day, I really decided to sit down with myself and be like, okay, girl, what are we doing in this new year of age? Like, I don't want to be in the same place I am now a year from now, which I know I won't, because you know what? Even though I'm not exactly where I wish I was, and even though so many things have happened that have kind of thrown me out of the loop, I'm still so blessed and so favored, and I'm still way ahead of where I was last year. And last year, I was still down bad. I was still down bad. So it's like, even on my worst days, I'm still more blessed than I was like a year ago. And that's only by God and His grace and His favor and His mercy and blessings. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so now I'm gonna put this in. The air fryer. Why did they take me so long to know? Air fryer. They said 350 Fahrenheit. I put it at 325 because the air fryer, I feel like, heats up more than a regular oven. So I don't want my cake to like burn or anything because it is my birthday cake after all. Guys, I didn't put baking powder in my cake. Oh no, it's leaking. Why is it leaking? I literally forgot to put baking powder. How do I forget to put baking powder in a cake? I think I did put baking powder. Am I tripping? Or should we just cook it and see? But what if I didn't put baking powder, just to be sure? Let's put a little bit more, just to be sure. This is kind of crazy. And we're gonna just put it on top. Oh my gosh. And then we're gonna cook. Oh my gosh, I'm so sore. So right now, we're gonna be doing the cream, the buttercream. I'm gonna be following another recipe. It's gonna be like a vanilla buttercream. It's gonna be white, and then I'm gonna like. What is this not? Okay, I think this is it. Okay. Don't think this is supposed to happen. Do y'all see that? The butter is stuck in the. Okay. I'm gonna try to take the butter out. What in the world? So now let me just attach this. Maybe the whisk. Oh. Oh Lord. No. This is not going how I wanted it to go at all. I think I'm just gonna start using a stand mixer because this is not it. Another thing that's been kind of making it hard for me to like have to think of goals and to make plans and stuff is because life happens. Like I can't. There are so many times in my life where I've been like, this year I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna achieve this and this is gonna happen, and then the opposite happens. Like something unexpected happens that kind of just like throws my whole life in a loop. And this beginning of the year has been a testament of that. And it's just hard to have plans and expectations where you feel like you're always being disappointed. And so I feel like I've kind of stopped like hoping. Like as depressing as that sounds, I was like, okay, God, like, you know, things just never happen the way I wanted them to. Things never happen the way I expect them to. So I'm just kind of done, and I'm just gonna put all my eggs in your basket because that's the only place where it's safe. That's the only place where my hope is safe. If my hope is in you, then I won't be sad. I won't be heartbroken. I won't be disappointed, you know, because you won't ever let me down. And that's just kind of where I've been. But I started to get convicted of that, y'all. But I got convicted about that because I realized that, yes, having your hope in Christ, having your hope solely be in Christ, that's amazing, that's beautiful, that's wonderful, and that's actually where you want to be. But I realized that I was kind of using that as an excuse to cover up my unbelief because I didn't really believe that, you know, certain things that I wanted could possibly happen to me. I lacked faith in those areas because I felt like I didn't deserve it, or I felt like it just wouldn't happen to me, you know? And so thinking about what the next few years of my life will look like, there are some things I want to do for sure, you know, but then it's also like, I don't know, you know, I just trust in the Lord, like whatever that will look like. Yeah, of course I have my plans, but I make my plans and he'll order my steps. That's it. That's just how I feel. That's just where I'm at. And that doesn't mean I'm going to be lazy. And that doesn't mean I'm not going to be hopeful or expectant. But that also means that at the end of the day, I am submitted to God's sovereignty and his will and his plan. And one thing about the Lord that I always have to remind myself is that he's good, he's holy, and because he's holy, he inherently cannot do me wrong. That is not in his character to do me wrong. So I know that if I'm submitted in him, if my hope and my expectation is all in him, and then like I'm just gonna be good. Like I'm gonna be good. Like it's sweet. It's a sweet cloud. Look at my cat. Milo, are you okay? This is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. Wow, that is sweet. Oh, Lord have mercy. Wow, that is very sweet. That is very sweet. Whoa. Okay, guys, we're back. And as you can tell, it's not the morning anymore. It's not. It is 10 p.m. 10 p.m. So I wasn't able to decorate everything and to finish everything before I had to leave for my class at 1 p.m. So here I am after a long day of school and other things, decorating my cake. Even though I didn't do anything for my birthday, today was such a beautiful, simple, and meaningful day. Very different from like any other birthday I've ever had. And I was just reminded of how like honestly kind of cared and loved for I was by people. And it's just great. It's just great to feel like you matter. It's just amazing to feel like you matter. Now, how do I get this out of the mold? Guys, I let this cool outside of the fridge. Literally, this was outside of the fridge for hours and hours. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what I was thinking. I should have let it cool in the fridge to keep it fresh. But I let it cool outside of the fridge. But the icing was in the fridge. That cake eats. I think that my true gift, my true birthday gift are just my community and the people that surround me. It's not money, it's not things, it's the people that I have in my life. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm trying to level this cake, man. Should I even level it? Should I even level it? Look how small this is. I mean, I wanted a mini cake, but I wanted like a tall mini cake. This is like a what? Like this is like a pancake. Like especially in the world when people celebrate their birthday, it's like all about them, you know? And it's like a way of like almost like glorifying yourself and elevating yourself and putting yourself on this pedestal. And you like I think we all want to feel that way. We all want to feel so meaningful and seen and loved and valuable. But I think when you seek that in other people, there's just always something missing. I think that's why maybe in the past I always kind of felt lonely on my birthday when I was surrounded by people and stuff like that. Because it's like it's not enough. The approbation, the approval of people, the praise, whatever of people, it's just not enough. But when you're just when you like decide to just sit with yourself and to just thank God in this time that he has you in and the fact that he's giving you breath and life for at least for me 22 years, and you just stop thinking so much of yourself, stop trying to glorify yourself and just think about God and his goodness, and you humble yourself in that way. There is such a pleasure in that is better and greater than the approbation of humans. And I'm really happy that God has sustained me for these years, and that I know that he will continue to do so. Because, you know, at a young age of 8 years old, or 10, or 11, or 12, I don't remember. When I was young, my mom, she would force me to be in the kitchen with her, cooking up, helping her cook dinner for the family. And I hated it. I can't lie, I hated it. I wanted to go out with my friends. I wanted to have fun. I wanted to sleep in. But as soon as I heard that gospel music play in the morning, I knew I'm not stepping outside of this house. And I was so frustrated. But honestly, bless my mom, because of her, I've learned so many skills, and I've learned to do things that a lot of kids my age can't do. But without knowing it, I kind of found my passion for baking and cooking because of her. And because of the fact that she kind of pushed me to do things that I didn't want to do. And because of that, I also wanted to have my own restaurant as a kid. I really, really wanted to have my own restaurant. I wanted to be a restaurant owner when I got older. Now, not so much. Don't think that's something I want to do. It's not part of my goals of 22. But I don't know. Maybe one day. I think it'd be cool. So, Can you see that? Can you see that? Yeah, I think it's pretty far. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna pipe some hearts. I don't know how this is gonna turn out. Oh, is it coming? It's not coming out. It's coming out so slowly. Oh no, we're not doing this. We're not. Right. Just when I thought that we had some breakthrough, it's not coming out. It's in here. So now it should be easy to kind of pipe it. It's beautiful. I know you guys can't really see what I'm doing, but I promise it's not bad. Never mind, it's kind of bad. It's not too bad. It could really be worse, to be honest with you. This is a more zoomed in view of the cake. I think it's pretty good, to be honest with you. It really could be worse. It really could be worse. Look at my nails, period. It really could be worse. I have 2 candles here for 22 years, and I've received a lot of messages saying that 22 year, let this 22 year of life, let this new year of life be the best year of your life yet. And I feel like that's great and all, but that requires so much work and effort that I'm recognizing myself that I need to put in. So as I light up these candles and blow them out, cheers to 22 being the year where we actually do it, you know, where we actually put in the effort and the work necessary to be who we want to be, to do it. Yeah.